Imagine being stalked in Minecraft. Might sound silly, but what if you just have no choice but to try escape something inescapable? It's the 25th of May 2022, a Minecraft YouTube channel under the name ihatemobs appears. Although throughout its 13 videos is a huge mystery that still remains unsolved. But I think we cracked the code. This is part 3 in relation to my previous 2 videos, so I'd highly suggest you watch those videos first for better context and understanding. But if you don't want to go into all details, here's a short summary. The videos on ihatemobs channel are somewhat confusing. The first few are not that creepy, but it's clear that ihatemobs is being stalked by someone. A few videos later we get introduced to 000.jar, and this is where things get interesting. 000.jar seems very aggressive towards ihatemobs, and in the video titled Failure, we see that 000.jar has successfully overtook him, leading to his possession. In the final video, we get introduced to another player named MC-Pickaxe15, and he seems to be ihatemobs' friend. But after a bit of research, I discovered that MC-Pickaxe also has his own YouTube channel. We see 7 videos on the channel, which are mostly recorded 3 years after ihatemobs ones. And we get some valuable information. There are many oddities in the 7 videos, however the most valuable are the last 2. In the video titled Who Are You?, MC-Pickaxe goes down into a cave, and a few seconds later he sees 000.jar for the first time. 000.jar sends in the message, "Come to my world, my child," and the video ends. The last video is a conversation between MC-Pickaxe15 and his friend named Filzer. MC-Pickaxe tells Filzer that ihatemobs disappeared 3 years ago, and he also explained that he was kicked as soon as he saw 000.jar. I thought I solved the mystery in the last video, but the day after I uploaded my video explaining MC-Pickaxe's mystery, my community discovered that they uploaded 5 more videos and also reveals a new YouTube channel that continues the mystery, so enjoy. The video starts off with our player in almost a colorless Minecraft world. He makes his way to a small base with a sign that says home before the video abruptly ends. Although looking at the description, we see that our player here is Filzer. This video is very important, but we have to move on to the next one. Filzer seems to be in the same world as he breaks the sign and goes into the house, but then he types us a message on the sign.
"Hi guys, Filzer2287 is in touch. I posted the MC-Pickaxe15 video. I am still investigating where MC-Pickaxe and his friend disappeared. In the description below I will leave a link to my channel. Guys, I need help."
This gives us a lot of information, and we also get a link to Filzer's channel. But that is the least important information, because deciphering the title we get the message ihatemobs is alive. And this got me very curious. If ihatemobs is alive, where on earth is he? The 10th video on the channel is quite interesting. The title itself says Missing MC-Pickaxe15, which confirms that he went missing as well, but I'm going overboard. This video is extremely important as Filzer says this.
"Hi Pickaxe15. You've been missing for 10 years. I can't find you. Attempts to contact 000.jar didn't lead to anything. Now I know what fear is. I know what it's like to lose friends. I've been suffering from insomnia lately, and I see silhouettes in the dark. I'm waiting for you. Please contact me."
The description has a bunch of C's, a cipher code that decodes into
ihatemobs' consciousness is captured. His mind has gone crazy.
And this has to be 000.jar's doing. The next video titled Crosses is just as interesting. Filzer starts off by coming outside his house before writing Sweet Home on a sign. But as he looks to his left, we see an upside down cross with redstone torches on it. Filzer goes to explore it, and we see a sign with more code that decrypts into the message.
"You are playing a cruel joke on us."
But that's not all. Filzer goes back into the house, and right before the video ends, we hear a sound similar to a door closing. There is something about this video that was hidden in plain sight. Looking below the sign, we see that the message was written by MC-Pickaxe15.jar. So 000.jar possesses people into being .jar entities, right? And why does MC-Pickaxe15 seem so hostile to Filzer here? What is the meaning of this sign? This video starts off with a player looking at a book that reads the message,
I went to the mine, I'll be there soon.
After that, our player opens the door to the mine and the video ends. The description is the most shocking part though. Deciphering the message, it says,
Stop lying to yourself, Harry.
And below that, we see that this video was recorded through ihatemobs' perspective. I'm sure we all have many questions about this video. Who on earth is Harry and how is ihatemobs alive? All these videos will make sense, but first we have to understand Filzer's side of the story. There is still a lot to uncover, so maybe you can subscribe. The first video on Filzer's channel is quite odd, though it starts off normal with Filzer walking around a random world. As he starts to craft something, the screen turns into grey static. He goes to mine some stone and it goes back to normal, but the static reappears. There is also something else. Looking closely, it's very likely that there is a name tag over here, but it's way too blurred to read it. Filzer eventually starts to explore the place and discovers a treehouse, but what significance does this have? This video was only recorded 1 year after ihatemobs went missing. The description also says this.
It was only after watching the video that I noticed a strange noise, most likely due to computer problems.
This implies that Filzer was completely unaffected when he was playing the game, so what exactly is causing these anomalies? Moving on, the second video titled Preparation starts with Filzer making a Minecraft world, and as he loads in, he tells us this.
Hi guys. Today I will try to contact 000.jar. I don't think I'll use cheats. It might not work. I will try to summon with the help of the reactor. Let's get started.
The rest of the video seems uneventful, but what Filzer said is incredibly interesting. Apparently he wants to summon 000.jar using the reactor, and I'm sure you guys are thinking the same thing as me. What is the reactor? If ihatemobs used it to try get rid of 000.jar, why can it summon him as well? The description says it was recorded in 2018 and also has a cryptic message that says,
I'm getting ready to meet with 000.jar.
The next video starts off with Filzer joining what looks like a random world, but looking twice you can clearly see that this is the world from the video Memories over from MC Pickaxe's channel. Looking at the description, this video was recorded in 2011, which means that this is a very early recording of the world, long before Memories. Filzer goes outside and places the sign saying home, and this is the exact same sign we saw him break in the other video, although that's not the most interesting part. He goes exploring for a little while and returns to his base with a red flower. He goes downstairs and then we see him do this. As he places the glass, everything glitches out and turns grey. Right before the video ends, we also hear a very disturbing noise. But the main question here is, what did Filzer just do? What is that contraption? Is it what the title suggests? The description has a line of cipher that can be decrypted into,
The altar will save. The altar is a talisman against adversity.
The second half of the description, the altar is a talisman against adversity, means this is something that will protect someone from harm or misfortune. So why is Filzer doing this years before MC Pickaxe even disappeared? Why does he need protection? The fourth video on the channel is where things start getting very fascinating. It starts off with Filzer next to a reactor which looks identical to the reactor in ihatemobs video. He places the glowstone block and a weird sound starts playing, but then we get a surprise. ihatemobs.jar joins the game. He seems to be very focused on the reactor before running away and leaving the game. Looking at the description, it's certain that Filzer is also confused because he says this.
How did it happen? I've been waiting 000.jar but not my missing friend and acquaintance. What the hell is this?
So this means that Filzer was waiting for 000.jar, but ihatemobs was the one who appeared. Although a theory that came out of my Discord server also got me very curious about 000.jar's identity. What if 000.jar used ihatemobs to go spy on Filzer? In fact, who we see here is not ihatemobs at all, it's 000.jar on a different account. The next video starts off in a rush with Filzer tearing apart the altar. He goes outside and everything regains its color, but right before the video ends, we can hear a door closing. But this is extremely hard to understand. If the altar is supposed to save him, why on earth is he destroying it? The people in my Discord server translated the weird noises using a spectrogram, and it reveals the message,
You broke your amulet, your altar.
The description also states that this video was recorded over 7 years after he made the altar, and we are left with a the big question, why did Filza do this? Things get extremely twisted from the next video, Cave 2. Filza seems to be strip mining before stumbling across a ravine. He looks around for a moment and then we see this.
MC Pickaxe?
The video ends in a very alarming way with mcpickaxe15.jar running after Filza. Another interesting thing about this video is the title, Cave 2. Over on mcpickaxe15's channel we see part 1 of this video, and if you recall it, it's the video where mcpickaxe encountered 000.jar in the cave. In the description it states that this video was recorded in 2018. And below that, a line of Morse code that decrypts into
000.jar, not who he claimed to be.
Video 7 starts off with Filza digging up, and as he reaches the surface, he sees mcpickaxe.jar again, but this time next to the reactor. mcpickaxe15.jar pulls a lever and blows up Filza's house for absolutely no reason. And the video ends with Filza dying. The description says,
You fool. You'll never escape from here. You're already dead.
From the way this is written, I can assure you that this is 000.jar's writing because we've seen this before. But what does it mean by "you're already dead"? Is this message directed to Filza or mcpickaxe15? The next video is slightly confusing. The video itself seems uneventful, but the description contains a link. When decrypted using cipher code, this link leads to an unlisted YouTube video titled death.avi on mcpickaxe's channel. The video quality is extremely poor, although it shows a player walking into a room filled with redstone. What's even creepier is that inside the room we can faintly see what appears to be a silhouette, suggesting the presence of another player. However, due to the terrible quality, this remains just speculation. The 9th video is also just as interesting. Filza seems to be walking around a forest before he sees ihatemobs in the distance. Phil immediately starts chasing after him by climbing the mountain, although ihatemobs is nowhere to be seen and the video ends. There's no time to waste, so we should watch the 10th video titled A Strange Gift. The video starts off with Filza coming out of his house and then he sees a cake along with a sign below it. The sign reads, "I'm sorry to scare you. Old York, I hate mobs." I hate mobs. Yeah, do you notice the difference? He doesn't have .jar in his name. We can confirm this by looking at the previous video because for a split second we see his full name tag, meaning somehow ihatemobs has got rid of the curse. But how? The 11th video on the channel titled Stalker starts off with Filza walking through a forest at night. As he keeps walking, we see mcpickaxe15.jar and he starts chasing Phil. He keeps chasing him for a while and we also hear some weird sounds. Eventually the chase stops and mcpickaxe.jar leaves the game. In the description there's more cipher code that deciphers into the message,
You can't run like this forever.
But that's not all. The weird noises we heard in the video is actually Morse code that possibly says,
You left me.
And this leaves us with a lot of questions. Why is mcpickaxe still under possession? Moving on, the next video starts off with Filza inside his house. Although the video is very laggy, he goes outside and looks around before we hear an extremely horrifying sound. Take a listen. The description is the most interesting part though, as the decrypted message says,
We are already close. We know where you live and we are breathing down your neck.
If you're confused, the line "we are breathing down your neck" means that you are being watched very closely. So is this message written by 000.jar? Looking down in the description, we also see another URL that links to an unlisted video from mcpickaxe's channel. The video just shows some random places from Filza's world and the description just says one word: fool. The video starts off with Filza leaving his base and then seeing a trail of redstone torches. He slowly follows the trail and reaches the end of it, which led to nothing, but as he looks very closely he sees something interesting. Sadly the video ends before we get to see anything, but it looks like a strip mine of some sort. The description reads,
There's a noise when they are close.
And this is some valuable information. We now know that when an abnormal noise starts playing 000.jar is close by. Oddly enough, this video has subtitles titles too. A member from my Discord server tried to make it make sense, but the translated message really doesn't have any meaning. The final video on the channel is by far the most intriguing. Filter seems to be in the same world as the video titled Basement on MC Pickaxe's channel. Anyways, Filter opens the chest and finds a notebook, and this notebook belongs to ihatemobs. Here's what it says.
Hi, this is ihatemobs notebook. Here I write down everything that comes across. I'm on the run now, I won't be able to write often. May 27th, I somehow got into the world of some player. I tried to leave, but I was returned by 000.jar back. June 2nd, I was able to escape from the prison of 000.jar, but they are looking for me. I remember everything. Today I met this player again. I will try to leave him a gift. I left him a cake. June 5th. I went to the mine. I'll be there soon.
Filter carefully places the book back where it belongs, but right as he closes the chest, a door opens behind him. As he looks back, ihatemobs seem to have returned from the mine. But what's so special about the mine? The video ends with a cryptic message that reads,
You find him.
and that's mostly it. This makes a lot of sense now. The video missing MC Pickaxe 15 is the most recent within the timeline. And just as the title suggests, MC Pickaxe is still under the possession of 000.jar. Why couldn't he escape? Why was ihatemobs the only one who made it out? Perhaps breaking the altar did something to free him. Although we can't conclude this video without finding out the identity of 000.jar. Many questions surround this ARG, but it all boils down to one crucial question. Who is 000.jar and why is he doing this? Well, the incredible people of my Discord server noticed that there is a Minecraft version known as 0.0.0 that has many similarities to 000.jar. Within the version, we see signs with spammed messages on them and also some upside down crosses, much like the videos on ihatemobs channel. But the most striking similarity is the file name for the version, 000.jar. Could this be the secret identity of 000.jar? It seems plausible that he is an entity from a blacklisted Minecraft version that somehow got out of control and can join any other version. Hopefully MC Pickaxe will get out of this curse with the help of ihatemobs and Filter. Also, a massive thank you to the people of my Discord. This video wouldn't have been possible without you. Thanks for watching, make sure to subscribe and have a great day.